The next series that we're going to go into is the spin series. Now the spin series often gets a bad rap because a lot of the coaches say that you turn your back on the defender, which is not good. While I agree with that, it's not really about what you use, it's about how you use it and if it works for you. So if it works for you, excuse me. Sorry. So again, yep, good. Our next series is a spin series. Now, a lot of the times the spin series gets a bad rap from a lot of the coaches, and the main reason is because you have to turn your back on the defender. While this is true, we believe that it's still worth teaching because it's not about what you use, it's about how you use it and whether it fits your personality and that if you like that move and if it works for you, which is the main thing. So the spin series we found at the youth level is quite hard to teach, and the majority of the reason is because the kids aren't able to get the bounce of the ball down with the footwork. So right now we're going to show you a progression that you can use with your players or your kids to make sure that they can master the spin series so that they can use it come game time. So as mentioned before, one of the hardest reasons that kids have a hard time picking up the spin series is being able to coordinate the ball with footwork. Another reason is that they're unable to pocket the ball and throw it behind them in order to complete an effective spin. So first of all, we're going to be talking about footwork. The easiest way that we teach footwork when it comes to the spin move is a jump stop. So what we get kids to do is just simply drop and bounce the ball, drop and bounce the ball. Once they get this drop down, it's a lot easier. So we may do a traditional zigzag just to start our initial learning. We might take 2 dribbles, and on the 3rd dribble, you do a jump stop and you spin out. Okay, so again, 1, 2, jump stop and spin out. 1, 2, jump stop and spin out. The key is that you land and pound the ball at the same time. So that's the initial learning phase. The next initial learning phase that we do is the same side stop. So basically, what I can do is I can dribble, okay, and I can spin, and I can push off the same side foot. So as you can see, as I come here, spin, same side foot. And then here, spin, same side foot. This one is a little bit trickier because I might have to hold the ball or let the ball spin in my hand a little bit longer before I push off. But it's well worth learning because in the game, you really can't predict what kind of footwork the defense gives you. You just need to be able to work out of it. Then the last series, which is similar to the jump stop, is basically an opposite hand, opposite way. So I come and I pound at the same time as if I'm in my left hand, I pound at the same time with the right foot into the floor, and then I spin out. Come down, spin out. Okay? So again, one of the major things that we work on when it comes to the spin move is our footwork. Second thing that we want to address with the spin is being able to absorb the ball back and throw it in front of us or in a protected space where the defense can't get it, but at the same time I can still be aggressive. So a lot of the times what we see is kids coming down and spinning this way. Now, that's great, but we want them to move a little bit more efficiently and effectively. So rather than doing that, okay, in initial stages, that's fine. We want them to come down, be able to bring the ball back, spin, and throw either outside of them or in front of them, depending on how you teach it, and then for them to accelerate right past the defender. Another thing that, another example of this is, say for example, I'm going to finish at the basket. So if I use this basket, for example, and I do a spin move, right, that's what we see a lot of times where they do it as an exchange of hands. But rather, I would like them to be able to spin, get right here, then bring their other hand over, and then come up. So that's the biggest difference of what we see. Again, this is a tough move. If you don't believe in it as a coach or as a parent, this is something that you can skip. But for us, we like to give our kids as many moves as possible and see what really sticks with them in terms of what they like and what they find success in.